I'm mixing the propellant with the paint, so the propellant and the paint far out at the same time and makes a line with the line marker. Bigger plan is to paint this vast canvas, which was a hockey pitch once upon a time, but it's been condemned for 9 years, and make a community picture in the town of Herne Bay on the coast of Kent.
When I first contemplated the idea seriously of doing a painting, I had this idea in my head of Hokusai's Big Wave. Hokusai's Big Wave forms the main jumping off point of the composition, into which sort of white horses form part of the wave. There's a carousel which shows the evolution of the horse, and wind turbines onto which the white horse of Folkestone makes the sails. These are combined with sort of familiar landmarks in Herne Bay, such as the clock tower, Reculver Towers, beach huts, the end of the pier and the sea forts. The Dawn Horse was another inspiration, which was a 54 million year old fossil which was found locally at Stud Hill, and it was a fragment of the skull of Hyracotherium, which is a deer-like horse that all horses are evolved from.
Really been good to be back in Herne Bay, where there's such a community feel about the various arts initiatives around, and it's something like this. It's so inclusive, and I think sometimes art can sometimes feel a bit exclusive, and people feel as though it's not something they can do. So by us doing this kind of framework, then that enables others to come in and participate. So hopefully we'll see a lot of messy people by the end of the week.
Most of my work has, well, a lot of it has often had a kind of tongue-in-cheek, fun element to it. I just like there to be a certain playfulness about it.
Vera used to play hockey for the Herne Bay ladies.
1954, I have to admit. I think my claim to fame once was the highest goal scorer of the season.
I was just intrigued by the size of it, really. I thought, oh yeah, it'd be good to do something so big, you know. I tend to sit on my own with small, manageable things, but to think on a big scale was quite a release, really, you know. It was exciting.
I wanted this to be like a real painting, and a kind of enjoyment of paint and the stuff of paint, and kids getting their hands and feet dirty. And lots of children did. They were running around covered in paint.
Seeing the kids kind of using the hobby horses to kind of, really enjoying themselves, I mean, that's lovely, really is. And also to see the mums, lots of, parents getting engaged as well. That's fantastic. Wonderful.
Yeah, brilliant. Just to get stuck in and do the painting is really good. And it's good fun. It's the first time she's actually managed to get out of bed and want to come and do something and not complain.
I dream it. But then I've always dreamt my artwork, and I work stuff out in my dreams, but what needs doing. So I dreamt about this wave last night.
I've really got to take my hat off to Claire though, because I think, she's amazing, really, to have to actually keep it moving forward. So yeah, it's great.
From what I can see, it looks good. It's an act of faith that what you're doing will actually look right from a distance. It's kind of anarchistic, and I like that. I just wonder if there's someone up high looking down thinking, oh, that's coming along okay.
I quite like the idea of making a painting that you can't see whilst you're making it. You can't see it in its entirety. So you do get lost in one small area and you're not aware of the rest of it because it's just too big. And I just find it quite funny that, you know, a painting, something that's the ultimate sort of visual art form, and you can't actually see it unless you can fly.
Seeing a completely different image from a different perspective was very refreshing. Sort of down here on the ground, trying to make sense of things that are 35 pigeon steps long. Very different when you see it from above.
The horses travelling around on the carousel portray the evolution of the horse, from Hyracotherium to the present day horse. That's why I wanted to call the beer Good Hyracotherium, because it's hard enough to say when you're sober. So I just thought it'd be quite funny, people trying to say it after they've had a few.
What's it called? Hyracotherium. Hyracotherium. Beautiful album, that.
Take a drink. And I'm here today because Claire Knight asked me to perform and write a song to commemorate the day. In the song I bring the little dawn horse to life in the last bit, and in the same way as the picture brings the Hyracotherium to life in the town.
I see the horses grazing on the green, with ancestors back to the Paleogene. Maybe you can take a little pride. It's a family that is spread the whole world wide. Little horse, our own dawn horse, so long you've been away. So long and stuck where you lay. You are another kind from the time that's left behind. Now you're back, I hope you're gonna stay. One more time. You are another kind from a time that's left behind. Now you're back, I hope you're gonna stay. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
Walking out one sunlit day, out on Stud Hill Bay, came a man, cane in hand, urging on his way. There the fishy fossil forms turned upon the shore. Tooth of shark, trilobite,